Anger, a powerful and often overwhelming emotion, has the potential to cloud our judgment, harm our relationships, and disturb our inner peace. In the teachings of Buddhism, anger is seen as a destructive force that can lead to suffering and hinder our spiritual growth. By embracing Buddhist wisdom, we can transform our relationship with anger and cultivate a sense of calm and compassion in our lives. At the core of Buddhist teachings is the concept of mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions. When we are mindful of our anger, we can observe it without being consumed by it. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can take a step back and respond with clarity and compassion. This shift in perspective can help us break free from the cycle of anger and find peace within ourselves. One of the key teachings in Buddhism is the understanding of impermanence, the notion that all things, including our emotions, are transient and ever-changing. When we recognize the impermanent nature of anger, we can release our attachment to it and let it pass without holding on to grudges or resentment. This acceptance of impermanence allows us to cultivate a sense of equanimity and resilience in the face of anger-provoking situations. Another fundamental teaching in Buddhism is the practice of loving kindness and compassion towards ourselves and others. When we approach anger with a heart full of compassion, we can see beyond the surface level of the emotion and understand the underlying causes of our anger. By cultivating a sense of empathy and understanding, we can transform our anger into a source of insight and growth rather than a destructive force. In the Buddhist tradition, there are specific practices and teachings that can help us work with anger in a skillful way. One such practice is the cultivation of patience and tolerance in the face of adversity. By developing patience, we can learn to respond to challenging situations with a calm and centered mind rather than reacting impulsively out of anger. Another practice that can help us transform our relationship with anger is the practice of forgiveness. In Buddhism, forgiveness is seen as a powerful tool for releasing ourselves from the grip of anger and resentment. By letting go of past grievances and freeing ourselves from the burden of anger, we can cultivate a sense of peace and liberation within ourselves. Furthermore, the practice of mindfulness meditation can be a powerful tool for working with anger. By bringing our attention to the present moment and observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can develop a greater awareness of our anger triggers and patterns. Through regular meditation practice, we can cultivate inner peace and equanimity, which can help us navigate the turbulent waters of anger with grace and wisdom. In conclusion, by embracing Buddhist wisdom and practices, we can transform our relationship with anger and cultivate a sense of peace, compassion, and inner freedom. Through mindfulness, acceptance of impermanence, loving kindness, patience, forgiveness, and meditation, we can work with anger in a skillful and compassionate way. By integrating these teachings into our daily lives, we can navigate the challenges of anger with grace and wisdom, and ultimately find a sense of lasting peace and serenity within ourselves.